You know that heart-stopping moment when you look around and your pet is just gone? It's a truly ancient problem, right? But today we're diving into a really brilliant modern solution. And it all comes down to a simple collar, a QR code, and a surprisingly clever little bot.
I mean, it is just a feeling every single pet owner dreads, right? That sinking feeling in your stomach when you realize your best furry friend is gone. It's such a universal fear, but it gets like 1,000 times worse when you're somewhere you don't even know.
So just picture this for a second. You've just moved to a new country, you don't know the area, you definitely don't speak the language, and your pet slips out the door. What do? I mean, what's your first move? Who do you even call? How would you possibly explain what happened?
Well, this exact scenario, this is what sparked the whole idea we're looking at today. The creator had just moved to a new country with his cat, and he was, constantly worried. Think about it. A standard ID tag with your phone number isn't going to do much good if the person who finds your cat can't speak your language to call you. So he realized that, in our world of smartphones and instant everything, there just had to be a better way. And the solution he came up with is just so elegant because it uses technology that pretty much all of us are already carrying around in our pockets. So the whole system, it kicks off with something super familiar. We've all seen it, a pet collar, a little metal tag. But, and this is the key, don't let that simplicity fool you. This little tag has a very modern twist.
See, instead of just an engraved phone number, which, again, is pretty useless if there's a language barrier, this tag uses a QR code. And that one simple scan, it instantly bridges that whole communication gap between the person who finds your pet and you, the owner.
And the process is just so incredibly straightforward. Okay, so someone finds your pet, they scan the code with their phone's camera, boom. It instantly opens a personalized bot for your pet right inside Telegram. And from that second on, the bot's only job is to get your pet back to you. So how exactly does this bot work as like a digital first responder? It's pretty cool. Let's walk through the whole thing. First from the perspective of the person who finds the pet, and then from the owner's side.
All right, so the second someone scans that code, this is what pops up on their screen. It's a little page with the pet's picture and a message, kind of written from the pet's perspective. But here's the really clever part. See how this message is in Spanish? The bot automatically figures out the language of the finder's phone and translates everything on the fly. No fuss.
And here you can see that seamless translation in action. So on the left, you've got the finder tapping the Contact Owner button in Spanish. And instantly, over on the right, the owner gets a notification in English that their pet's been found. Just like that, the language barrier is totally gone. It's amazing.
And this whole thing is built around privacy, which is so important. The bot basically acts as this secure bridge, right? So no personal phone numbers, no names, nothing like that is ever exchanged. All the communication happens right there in the chat, and each person sees the conversation in their own language. We're talking support for over 30 languages, which is just a total game changer, especially in big, diverse cities. Okay, so contact has been made. That's a huge relief, right? But now comes the next challenge. How do you actually get the owner and the finder to the same physical place?
Well, the owner can request the pet's location with just a single tap. The bot then shoots that request over to the finder, and it even includes simple instructions on how to share their live location. It's all handled right inside the chat, so it's super easy. As soon as the finder shares their location, boom, the owner sees it on a map. And check this out, the bot gives the owner these quick reply buttons to let the finder know their ETA. It's just a great way to manage expectations and let that kind stranger know that, hey, help is on the way.
Now, this is a really crucial point. The bot isn't just a passive messenger here. The moment both people have shared their location, it starts actively tracking the distance between them. It's already preparing for that final critical step of the reunion.
And that brings us to what might be the final, and honestly, the cleverest part of this whole system. How do two complete strangers who probably don't even speak the same language actually find each other in a really busy public place?
Yeah, just imagine the scene, right? The owner gets to the right spot, but it's a crowded park or maybe a busy city square. The finder is somewhere in that crowd with their pet. How do you connect? You can't just wave your phone around yelling, "Hello," that's not going to work. This is where that background tracking I mentioned comes into play. The creators set this proximity alert for 20 meters. So once the bot detects that the owner and the finder are within 20 meters of each other, it automatically triggers a very special feature. And get this is what happens next. Both of their phones buzz at the exact same time with a new message from the bot saying, "You're nearby, enable sound password." It's this perfectly synchronized alert, letting them know they're just steps away from each other.
So once they both tap that button, the bot sends an identical audio file to both of their phones. It's a short, unique piece of music that the owner actually picked out ahead of time. So now they can literally find each other by ear. One person plays the sound, the other one hears it, and bam, they're reunited. And then, after that happy reunion, both users get a Mission Accomplished button. Tapping that clears the entire chat history and just resets the bot, making it ready for the next time it might be needed, although, hopefully it never is.
So when you really step back and look at it, you can see why this system just works so well. First, it's incredibly fast. It connects two strangers in an instant. It's secure, which is so important, protecting everyone's privacy. It's also super simple, right? It just uses Telegram, so there's no new app to download. And maybe most importantly, it's accessible. It completely tears down those language and location barriers that can turn a lost pet situation into a real tragedy.
It's just such a powerful example of how we can solve these really human problems with smart, accessible tech. And it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other everyday challenges could we solve just by pairing a simple tool like a QR code with a smart bot that's designed to communicate, translate, and guide?